The weather may be calm today, but at this exact time last year, it was anything but.
Yeah, today marks 1 year since our area had a historic tornado outbreak. 22 tornadoes tore through Indiana and Ohio, 9 of them in our viewing area. Meteorologist Rob Leidig joins us from the Weather Center now with a look back on what caused the unprecedented weather on this day last year.
That's right. It went down in the record books as the largest single tornado event to occur in August in both Indiana and Ohio. And it happened in a month we rarely see twisters.
Unprecedented, and in most people's lifetimes, this is the first time anything like that has happened.
August 24th, 2016 began with a leftover bunch of storms that had fired the night before in Iowa and Illinois. All forecast models pointed to these weakening and cloud cover preventing the air from becoming unstable in northeast Indiana and northwest Ohio. But that didn't happen.
And the unusual thing was, at least with that particular system, is how strong it was. All of the primary tornado-producing supercells that day did interact with the warm front at one time or another. That particular feature in itself was instrumental for the tornado development.
By just after 3 p.m., a supercell had developed on the north side of Kokomo. We were tracking the storm as it moved into our area.
This is a severe weather alert from the Live Doppler 15 Fury Weather Center.
A tornado warning now in effect for Grant County.
It has had a history of producing a tornado. It did a lot of damage in Kokomo. Take a look at some of these photos that we actually had sent in. To completely leveled a Starbucks. Look at that.
On Storm Tracker, we saw the storms reach their peak intensity on the northeast side of Allen County and in Paulding and Defiance counties. And the storm reports confirmed what we were seeing on radar.
Oh my gosh, Dwayne, it's on the ground. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that stuff flying through the air.
That's someone's swing set.
Fricker and Doty Road, Allen County. Is back on the ground, multi-vortex tornado.
It was a large, it was probably at least a quarter-mile wide.
Tornado at least 200 yards wide, and it just clipped the corner of a mobile home park. I've had to stop because there's so much damage in the road.
It's kind of chilling to hear that real time as you're sitting on the radar issuing warnings. That was pretty powerful stuff.
After more than 5 hours of severe weather coverage on News Channel 15 and Facebook Live, the storms weakened and moved out of our area. The National Weather Service went out to survey the damage the following day and saw destruction consistent with stronger tornadoes.
We saw some very intense crop damage. In fact, northeast of Woodburn, we saw a cornfield flattened to the ground, pulled out of the ground, and there's actually a scour path.
Winds were estimated to be as high as 165 miles per hour with that particular tornado, which would be rated as an EF3 on the enhanced Fujita scale.
It was pushing EF4. I mean, we saw some things that debarking off of trees, ground scour that we hadn't seen before, especially in this neck of the woods with intense tornadoes, where the tornado tracks across the road and actually removes part of the roadbed.
The tornado was on the ground for 11 minutes and tracked more than 5.5 miles. Amazingly, there were no fatalities and only one minor injury was reported.
Had that tornado developed 20 minutes earlier, it would have tracked through the northeast side of Fort Wayne and done a considerable amount of damage.
In addition to the EF3 Woodburn tornado, the National Weather Service also confirmed an EF2 tornado just northeast of Antwerp and another just northwest of Defiance. EF1 tornadoes were confirmed near Bern and Van Wert. They also confirmed several smaller EF0 tornadoes, most in Van Wert County.
It was really crazy working this event, and this particular day reminded a lot of us of supercells that are typically seen in Oklahoma.
For many, it was a weather event they'll never forget, including those who were forecasting and surveying the storm damage.
There was a farm residence northeast of Woodburn that was hit, and he had a Lincoln Continental in one of his garages that was picked up and carried over 1/3 of a mile out into his field. In addition, he had a dump truck, a landscape dump truck, that was ripped apart in 3 pieces.
It's only the second occurrence since 1950 of an EF3 or stronger tornado in all of northern Indiana. And the farmer that he just mentioned, well, we talked to him and his wife about the damage that day and how they're doing 1 year later. You'll hear from them tonight at 6.